I'm Dr. Virgil Troy. This is the Barleyman Gladiator Lifestyle, and just checking in. Decided, with it being a public holiday here, it's Hawke's Bay Anniversary Day, and then we have another day off this coming Monday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, good opportunity to just get outside. Now it's actually getting into spring, and we're coming towards summer to actually get a few more Ks. So decided to do a series of hills today, and what an absolutely glorious day. Just give you a bit of a panoramic here. So I've just sort of come to the top of a hill, and I don't want to drop the bike. Just turn it around there. Just came up that hill, and of course that one with the sea in the background is the one that I'm going to be heading down shortly. So I got on the scales this morning, went up a kilo, totally expected. A couple of reasons for that. One, did a pretty significant shoulder and lat workout yesterday, and then being a public holiday, decided to have a vegan pizza and some vegan Ben & Jerry's ice cream, which I've never had before, and oh my heavens, that was just unbelievably delicious. Not having sugar like that on an ongoing basis. And the wonderful thing about having the vegan pizza was that yeah, it's going to have a little bit of refined flour in it, yeah, it's going to have a little bit of some manufactured or processed goods and a little bit of oil, but didn't feel sick at the end of it. Probably got a little bit more energy. Fat percentages went up to about 20% rather than about 5%, and that resulted in the weight staying where it was. So you got to have a good time. You got to live your life, but at the same time you got to look after your health. So today, absolutely clean and feeling good. Tell you one thing I did do is I made a whole heap of rice the other day. I call it a rice medley. Oh, here comes a car, horse float. We'll just let that go by, and then I'll give you an update on what my latest recipe is. There you go. Yeah, lovely country roads. So I basically made some brown basmati rice, and so I had a whole heap of half-used packets left over. So threw some brown basmati rice in with some white rice, long grain rice, and then I also had some wild black rice as well. So I threw all that in, heated it up, and obviously cooked it as you would. And then today, before I came out for the ride, I basically got about 200 grams of that in a bowl and put in some chocolate flavored soy milk, just enough to basically, not so much sort of so it's swimming in it, but just so that it covered it. And oh, that was delicious. That was absolutely fantastic. It's like having creamed rice, chocolate creamed rice, but without all the dairy and everything bad in it. So that was an absolutely delicious way to kick into the ride, and I think that I'm going to have that when I get home. All right, I'm going to carry on with this glorious day, probably grab a coffee when I get into town, and I'll report in again tomorrow. Hope your day is going well. Thank you for watching.